Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. This is the TD Watkins Show. And I didn't come on Sunday, honey, because my cousin had a birthday party for her mom, and I didn't want to disturb a thing. But I wanted to talk to you all today about the importance of voting because I was watching how they're doing in Arizona as well as in Texas with trying to take people of color trying to take our vote. And I hear a lot of people of color, especially women, talk about it's not important we vote. My vote doesn't count anyway, which is so crazy because if our vote didn't count, why would they be working so hard to take it? I mean, it's the craziest thing I've ever heard of. And I know that if it's something that does not matter, a person is not going to work hard to do anything about it. They could care less what you do with it. So, our vote very much matters, and it matters a lot. And we have to get in here and make our vote heard, make our voice heard. Our vote is our voice. Our voice is our vote, just in those manners. Because you have to think about it. If people know that you're going to put political pressure on them and vote them out of office, we wouldn't be having these people getting put out right now. You know, the there it never should have dropped the I can't think of the word for it. Uh is it the memorandum, whatever the word is. It should not have dropped, and now these people are put out. Just here in Nashville, yesterday and today, I saw at least 3 or 4 families' furniture on the sidewalk, which means that they were evicted and they were put out. Now, I know that it's got a temporary halt, but only for 90% of the country today. And I realized that those landlords that are poor, that are maybe they just own that house and one property, they need their money. I do realize that, but I also know the federal government gave out all of that money. Why is it that the states are not making sure that it gets into the renters' hands? Why are you making it so difficult for them that they can't rent? We had a lady on this morning. No, day before yesterday, she was on one of our local news stations, and she was talking about how her daughter's on drugs now. She's on disability, and her rent went from 800 a month to like 1400 a month. She can't afford that on a fixed income. Come on now, cut it out. Then her daughter, who's on drugs, dropped her 6 grandkids off to her at like 3 in the morning and left, and they can't find them. And now on top of it, they got put out. Come on, cut it out. That should not have ever happened. What are we doing that we're letting people on disability and their grandkids get put in the street? What kind of nonsense is that? What does that say about us as a people? But if we had the power of our vote, people wouldn't have felt so comfortable doing that. If the Republicans know, hey, those Democrats are going to get out each and every time and vote. If the Democrats that are only in there for the money know that we're going to get out each and every time to vote to make you take care of the poor and the middle class, because you are obligated to take care of the poor as a Christian. That's your obligation, and as a human, that's your obligation. And if they know every time, hey, they're going to get out here, and if we don't take care of these poor people, if we don't take care of the middle class, they're going to band together and they're going to vote our butt out of office. And that's what needs to be known. That is exactly what needs to be known. Because as long as these people are comfortable and they feel like we're not going to vote, and they giving us this song and dance, this shuck and jive, that hey, it's not even important if you vote or not. It doesn't matter. I saw a comedian on YouTube the other day, black guy, and he was saying it wasn't important to vote. It's very important to vote. He has money. The rest of us that have to get up and go to work every day, that are trying to get our money, we need to be able to vote and do everything that's going to make our voice heard as productive members of society. That's our right. You know, they always say voting is a right, but we know if you go to the penitentiary, they take that away from you, and in most states, it's impossible to get it back. But those of us that have not done time and that we can vote, we must and we should vote. We have to start exercising our power as people of color. We've got to start exercising our power, because until we make people understand, hey, we're a force to be reckoned with, they'll run all over us. They will do whatever they want to us whenever they want to. So always think about it. If our vote did not count, you would not see these Republicans running all over the country to take it away from us, especially for people of color. They're really after people of color. They do not want us to vote. And because they don't want us to vote, and our ancestors died and gave their blood for us to have the right to vote, we must vote. We must vote in every election, not just the presidential election, because our politics are local. You need to uh, educate yourself in local politics and see who's standing up for you. See who wants to make sure that you have something, because most of us are one paycheck away from the poorhouse. We are one paycheck away from the poorhouse. Most of us don't have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 house note payments banked and put away in savings. We just don't. So at any time, that could be us on the street. So don't get so comfortable and think that it couldn't, because all it takes is for you to get sick. I've seen it. All it takes is for you to get good and sick with no health insurance and to lose everything that you have. Everything. So come on, y'all. Let's get it together and let's vote. Let's get it together. Let's get registered to vote. If they're making it hard where you live at, let's get it together. Go get those IDs together. If you don't have a car, call a family member. Hey, I need to get all my ID. I need to get everything together. So when it's time to vote in the mayor's race, when it's time to vote in the local House of Representatives race, when it's time to vote in the for the county clerk, when it's time to vote for the new judges, that we can get our voice heard and get ourselves in there. Again, this has been the TD Watkins Show. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. And if you like, please hit the like button for my YouTube channel. And if you like, please comment. I appreciate it. All comments are read and appreciated. Again, this has been the TD Watkins Show, and thanks. Bye.